the Savvy Homeschooler Planner, and today I'm going to show you how to do a step-by-step of creating your own homeschool ID with using the little template that I have created free for you to use I made it in Canva. All right, so let's get to it. I am using the Google browser, which I highly recommend if you want to actually follow it step by step. So I'm going to paste the link. So you're going to get this link. However you get the link, you're going to want to take that link and paste it into the browser. So I'm going to go ahead and paste the template link. This is now for the parent-teacher, the teacher ID for yourself, and then I'll do one for the student. Okay, so we want to show that right now this is a viewing. You can't change anything right now. So what you want to do is you want to use the file. Now, right now I'm not logged in. I might be logged in. Let's see if I'm logged in. But you don't necessarily need to be logged in. If it requires you to log in, you can create a free account. So yes, I am logged in, it looks like. Okay, so it might ask you to log in. Canvas are free and it's really easy. Just sign up with your email. Okay, and now you want to, once you have logged in, you want to go to File and you want to hit Make a Copy, because when you make a copy, it's going to allow you now to edit and make it your own. So I am going to delete, this is the one that was only for viewing, so I'm just going to close it. I'm not deleting, I'm just closing it. And here is my copy. And so I'm going to put mom's, let's see, mom's homeschool ID. Okay, mom's homeschool identification. That's what we're going to call it. And we are now going to start by just filling out the little parts that we can. And we're going to put the full name. So you just replace it with your name. And what's nice about here, while you are in Canvas, if you highlight the whole thing, you can change the font. So up here, this is the font that I have it at League Spartan. And you can change it and you can try different ones if you like a different style. So however you want. Just remember it should be easily read so that people can actually see the spelling of your name. So there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put back to it's League Spartan, and it's you can change the font size, you can increase it. If your name is too large, you can make it smaller if you want by just coming up here to decrease. If you need to make this bar longer, you just increase it like that. So that way you can increase it. Okay, so we're going to you can change this if you want. I just put homeschool teacher. Here we're going to change the name. If you have a homeschool name, this is where you would put it. So we do have one. Let's see. Okay, like I said, you can either increase the size if I want to make it bigger, and then I can also make this longer. So there, it's a little bit bigger right there. And then we're going to change and put the name here again. You can change whatever you want. So this right here is editable. You can change it to what you want it to be read. I just kind of put generic thing, and so I'm just going to put the name here again. And for my ID, I don't really need to have an address. I'm just going to put the city and the state. Okay, and then I like to put an email address for myself in case they want to email something to send it to. All right. Well, I don't know. I always put that. Oops. All right. Now we want to go here. This is where you would put your personal photo. So you go to uploads and get a picture of yourself that's mostly of your face. So I had one of my face here. Then you want to take on your mouse. There's 2 clicks. If you have a clicks, you want to take the one on the left, click it and put it right into the circle, and it should snap right into it. And this one here is for the logo if you have a school logo. If you don't have a school logo, you can put any photo in there, or you can just hit delete and it'll delete it. But I'm going to actually put a logo, so I'm going to click this logo. So these pictures right here on the side, I just went to uploads, and you can hit upload files and then choose it from your computer. So these were already uploaded, so now I'm going to drag it, clicked on it, and then it shows up here, and then I'm going to right click and then put it into the square, and it snaps into place. All right, now right here is a QR code. One second before I do that, I want to put here, you can either delete this or actually write your name again. So All right, that's just all for aesthetics. You don't have to do all that stuff. Okay, this is a QR code. Now in Washington State, I have found that having my declaration of intent has been very useful to have on hand, or at least on my phone. This way they can just take a picture and show it. So if I was to make a QR code, I would show my declaration of intent. And what does that look like? I'm going to show you really quick. It's right here. So I am going to show you how to make a QR code now. All right, let's go to the, I'm going to pause this really quick here so I don't get in. So this would appear if they scan the QR code, this particular page would show up. However, not this, yeah. So I want to show you how you can make your own QR code for whatever information that you want, and you can use it. Canva does it for free. So I'm taking this form and I filled it out online, and then I need to add a parent signature. So this is another thing too that I want to show you how to add a signature while you're online, that you don't have to print it out and do such things like that. So I like to fill as many things as I can online, because then I have a record of it on my computer, and I can also upload it to Google Drive to have a backup on the cloud, as it were. Okay, so let us download this. So I'm going to go ahead and download this with my changes, and I'm just going to put test 2. All right, so I am now going to go into my downloads. Let's see. And I'm going to go here. Here it is, test in. Okay, I'm going to open this file up. So this is now on my computer. Now, whenever you're doing PDF files, they don't always have these blue highlights to show that you can actually type in it, but you can usually just come up here and type. It will allow you to do it. However, what I wanted to do is, because this is already filled out, I just did a demo of these 2 names. I want to sign my name, but how do you do it if you don't want to print it out? So in Adobe for free, you can download that to your computer. You can click this little icon of the pen, of a calligraphy pen here, and I'm just going to open it up, and it shows my signature right now, but I'm going to go ahead and delete that. And now I'm going to add a signature. You can also add initials. So I'm going to add a signature, and they allow you to either type, draw, or image. Now I'm not going to type it because I want it to be, my own signature. And I'm going to draw it. You could draw it with the mouse. So if I started right here, mouse is kind of hard. It's not very easy. Okay, so this is the mouse. And then my computer screen is also touch screen. So I'm just going to finish it with my finger, which is also not that great, but you kind of get the idea. And now I just finished it out and I hit apply. Okay, so now I have, do you see it's floating around? I have the signature. I can put it right here, snaps it in. I can make it larger. I can make it smaller. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it like that. That has that, and now I'm gonna fill in the date. Okay, so we have this form, and now I'm going to hit save as, and I'm gonna put downloads, and I'm gonna put test to signed, so I know that that's the one that's signed. Okay, now we have it all signed up. I hit save as, and then I'm gonna close this out. Close all my tabs, close this out. Now I want to get back into my internet here. Okay, so we no longer need this. This was the declaration. Now I want to, for QR codes in Canva, QR codes work with a URL code, which is a web link, and you need to create a web link. And you can do it for free in Google Drive, because Google Drive allows you to share files over the internet. So I am going to open up my Google File Drive, and now I'm going to upload that newly signed. It's in my downloads. I remembered where it is, and I'm looking for where it says test to signed. Yep, that's the form. So I want to open, click that, and it's uploading the item. Okay, so it's uploaded, and now it's here. So let's open that up. Okay, so now you see it's all signed. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to share, and I don't want to just share it with myself. I can share it here, general restricted access, anyone with the link, and it's only for viewer. If you click here, you can do editing where they can change it, but we're just doing it as viewer. We hit copy link, and now I'm going to go back to my Canva. Okay, let's go back to Canva. Okay, so remember, we are going to change this out. The original thing that is here, I want to tell you what this statement says. There was a generic home statement. So if you actually get my template, this is what will appear. I'll show you what the QR reveals to you before I change it. Let me get out of here really quick because I wanted to, let's see, I have to open up a new file here. Okay, so what it said right here. This is what you will see when you hit the QR code for the parent. It's just a document verifying that you are the named individual. Okay, so it's just very generic, and I just wanted it as a placeholder to make a generic code. This is the one on the student. So when you see the QR code on the student, this is what appears on the QR for the student. Okay, let's get out of here again and go back to the original. All right, so now I want to change this QR code. So what I need to do is I want to go to apps right here, and I want to type in QR code. Now, you could see either QR code, the same thing, or it will say QR with an S at the end, codes. Depending on which version of Canva you have, they are going to work a little different. I'll show you what I mean. So here is QR code. And so you're going to click the first one that shows up. It's exactly the way I spelled it, QR code. So you want to click that one. And now remember the URL link that I had in Google Drive. I'm just going to hit Control, the letter V as in Victor, and hit a generate code. Okay, so there's my code right now. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this code and delete it. So I'll delete it. And I want to delete the whole thing. I'm just going to delete everything, delete frame. And I'm just going to put this right here and shrink it down by just dragging the corners and until it's nice and neat. Okay, there it is. That is my homeschool identification, and we're just going to save it right now. Okay, so I already named it like this. Now let's go to the student. Now I have to open up the student one, so just bear with me here for a second. Okay, so now I have the link for the student. Now I'm going to leave this Moms tab open and click a new browser window by hitting the plus tab. And I'm going to hit Control, the letter V. So this is the new link that you got for the student. So you're going to copy it and paste it right here and hit Enter, and it's going to open up. Okay, so now this is not going to allow you to edit because we are in the viewing mode only, and you need to see it says right here viewing. So we need to change that by hitting File and Make a Copy. And I'm going to be doing this like 4 times because I have 4 children, so that's what you're going to want to do as well. So right now I'm going to name this for the first child, and I'm doing it for, I'm just going to, instead it says copy, I'm just going to highlight that and put Joshua, and that's his student ID. Put Joshua's, Joshua's student homeschool identification ID. Okay. So now we can change this. Now this little box here is just to show you what goes in here. So if you have a homeschool logo, you could place it here. You don't have to put it in here. You could actually just put any picture in here you want. You could delete it. You could put a picture of your home. It's up to you. I'm just letting you know what I'm going to do is put a logo. So I'm going to delete this. That was just the instructions. And now I'm going to find the logo. Now I have uploaded the logo before, so it's right here. And I'm going to right-click, press the right-click button and drag it to that square, and it clicks it automatically. It attaches. And now I want to get the student's picture in here. Now, I have 2 pictures in here. So I have this one. For a student ID, you want to get much more of the face. And so what I had to do is, I'm going to delete this. I got one where it's mostly his face. And how do I do that? I want to show you that step 2 in case you have a picture and you want to know how do I get the face. So we are going to start from the beginning just to make sure that you have access to do that too. Okay, so I'm going to delete this not delete, just move out of here and go to my computer. So this is going to be done in a computer, and I'm doing this in Windows. So hold on one second. All right, so I have a lot of profile photos. All right, so I'm going to take this picture here, and I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to open it with Paint. Paint is part of the Windows family, and it's a generic program for opening pictures. And you can see right now that it's really huge, this photo. So I'm going to, it says resize and skew, this little icon right here. And that's what you're looking for. So if you don't see that icon, you might be looking, you need to look for resize and skew. And we don't want to go to percentage, we want to go to pixels. So right now I am going to go to the horizontal and hit 900. Okay, so now I'm kind of at a place where, okay, now I can see more of his face. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to hit a selection and I want to select the rectangle right here. So I hit selection, where's this little square that has dots around it. So now I click rectangle and I'm going to start at the corner right here. And I'm just kind of cutting that out like this. And I'm going to crop it. So this one's the crop right here. And now I'm also going to do this way. And so taking these little, there's a little square here, you could drag it. Okay, so this is a perfect size photo that I want of his face. And now I'm going to hit save as, and I want to either put PNG or JPG. I'm just going to put the PNG and I'm just going to put demo face size only. Okay. So now that I have that, now I could also upload that photo into my school ID up here. So let's take it. All right, so let's go, and I'm going to upload it right here. I hit upload. Go to my, it was in my desktop. Okay, kids profile photos. Demo 2 resizing. No. Oh, this is the one. Face size only. All right. So there he is. Okay. So now it looks like it turned over, but it's okay. So you click on that and you see how he's sideways. We can just, there's this little circle with 2 arrows that are in a circle and you're going to turn that. So it's right side up. Okay. And then you're going to drag it and click it into, it will just automatically connect and hit into the student's face. Then right here, you're going to change this. Just put name. Okay. Now remember, anytime you're doing any of these little edits, you can change the font by going up here. There's a font. That's the font that I'm using. And you just pick anything you want. All right. So I'm just going to go back to what I had. And the size, you can increase the size if you want. Okay. And then let's see the grade level. I'm going to change, highlight that. I'm just going to put grade 11. City and state. I'm going to click in here, highlight it. Arlington, because we don't need to have the, okay. Now, put the school name up here. All right. Now remember, if you're running out of room when you're typing it, you can decrease the size of the font or increase it. And you can also extend or shorten. So if you want to shorten it, you can. Okay. And now, what if I wanted to have a QR code here? And I had one, I'm going to show you really quick. So this was when you did the QR, it just did a generic statement. But you can also make another statement that you might want to put in there. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. Okay, I am in Google Docs right now. And say I wanted some information to show up in the QR code versus that picture that I showed you before with the schoolhouse. And I just typed this up as a demonstration. It's a little statement and it can have my phone number. It could just be anything, but this has a little bit more clarity. Like say your child still does not have like a driver's license or something. This is helpful if they get lost. This has an ID and they could put your phone number in there if you want to get a hold of you. And you can make it into a QR code. So how do we do that? So first of all, remember QR codes are related to URL links, which are web links. So that's why you can do it in Google Docs, because you can share it. So if I hit share and I hit anyone with the link, so right here, it could be restricted, which no one has access, but if you do anyone with the link, and you make sure it's under viewer. You don't want to do commenter or editor. You don't want that. Then you hit copy link. Okay. So now we are going back into the ID. Oh, let's see, Joshua's ID, because this one is the original. I'm going to keep that because I'm going to keep making copies. Okay, so now I want to do a QR code and put that in there. So again, we are going to go to apps and we're going to type in QR code. Okay, there it is, the exact one. And this is the first one that comes up. And now you're going to put in the URL code. Oops. It did the box right there. Okay, I was in here. I need to actually make sure my cursor is in here. My cursor was over here. Oh, I think I deleted so much. There you go. All right, so I was deleting stuff. I want to go over here now, URL, generate code. Okay, now it hit it and it put it into the thing. So now I just want to drag it, and now I'm going to make it smaller, shrink it down. And you can see if it works by taking your phone, which I'm going to do right now. Make sure that I'm telling you some right information. And I'm just scanning my phone. You won't be able to see what I see on my phone because obviously I'm on my phone. But yes, it does work. Okay, so QR codes, you can make it a video. You can do anything with the QR code in Canva. It will allow you to do that. So that takes care of that. And then I also want to change the, if you want to put the school name here again, you can, or you can just delete it. I'm just going to go ahead and write in the name again one more time. All right. Okay, so there we go. We have that. Now how do we print? Okay, so I have the mom's and Joshua's. So what I want to do is I want to hit, let's see. Okay, I'm going to just hit download. So I'm going to download this picture, and it's a PNG. That's the type I want. So that's fine. I'm going to hit download, and it's going to go into my downloads file folder on my computer. And I'm also going to do it for the moms. So let's just, it's the first one. Okay, now let's do the moms and go share and go to download right here and hit download. Okay, so I'm going to save that. All right, now how do we print it? So let's go back to your Google Drive. And I'm going to hit done here because I don't need that. Exit out of this. And I'm going to hit new, and I'm going to hit file upload. So I'm in Google Drive. I hit new, and I'm going to hit file upload. So I'm going up to downloads. That's where I was. And let's click that one. Oh, yeah. I didn't need to do that. Okay, not yet. Sorry. So scratch that. Right now, what I need to do is hit new, and I need to hit Google Docs. All right, so sorry, I was getting ahead of myself. So let's just go. We're going to open a Google Doc, and this is where we're going to insert the picture. Okay, so we want to go to insert right here, and we want to hit image, and we're going to do it from the computer. So we're going to upload, and there we go. Now that's what we can do. Now we see how big that is, right? Okay, we're not going to worry about that right now. And now we're going to hit insert again. So that's it. All I did was uploaded it, and the cursor's right here, so that's fine. Hit insert one more time, image, upload from computer. And now we're going to look for the second, there we go, the student ID. Okay, now we need to resize this because if we print it out, it is going to be so big. We just need wallet size. So what's a wallet size? So we're going to click on the first picture, and we want to hit right click, and we want to do image options. So I right clicked, and it tells me about size and rotations right here. So I don't need this to be locked. So I'm going to undo this, and I'm going to put 3.125, doesn't matter like that, 3.13, and then the height is going to be 2.25. Maybe we can make this 3.75. like that. I think that's what we need. Okay, 3.17, 3.75 and 2.25. Okay, we'll do the same thing for here. Make sure the lock is it's not locked. So 3.75, and then the height, we're going to do 2.25. Okay, so these are wallet size now, and I would print this on cardstock, plain white cardstock if you want, to make it more durable, and then you can laminate it if you want. If that's up to you. But let's look to see, make sure how we're going to print it. So when we go here, you don't want to hit the printer icon because that does it fast. You just want to go here and you want to hit page setup, portrait. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so we're going to get out of here, hit OK, and we're going to go to File, and we're going to go to Print. Okay, so see how tiny it is right here? We want to make sure we are going into more settings, and we want to scale. We want to go to scale down here, and we want to go to default, and that should be what the size that you're supposed to have it at. Now, let's see. If I was to scale, if it was custom, I could do 100%, and it's, yeah, so the default is the same. Okay, so I'm going to hit default, and I am now going to pick my printer. It says it's 2 sheets of paper, which I don't need 2 sheets. And that was because, anyway, I'm just going to pick custom so I don't waste paper. 1 page. Okay. Now I hit print, and it will print it out. And that is how you create your own homeschool ID and print it out. Hopefully you were able to make sense of this video and follow along. If you do have questions, feel free to reach me at maria@thesavvyhomeschooler.com, and I would be happy to walk you through it if you're still lost. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.